Good afternoon. As Deputy Mayor in the absence of Mayor McPhee, I call to order the special meeting of Town Council today, Tuesday, August 10th, with the business item of Prosperity Park budget approval. The discussion is Prosperity Park tender amounts, and I'm going to pass that on to Director Lefebvre to give us some information.
In a nutshell, the tenders are in for Southeast 17, which is now Prosperity Industrial Park. There are 3 sets of different tenders. We have them all in, so we have good, solid numbers. The tender amounts that have come in total $12 million, 11.8 and change. The project was already budgeted at $9.9 million, and we have a need to increase the budget by $2 million approximately to get us to the point where we can award 3 tenders and get the project rolling. Our options are to pull $1.2 million out of our capital reserve fund, which we have ample funds for that in reserves, and then to use the balance of an approved debenture for the original investment for Prosperity Park, the remainder of it's $800,000. We'll combine the 2 together to get our $2 million and use it to put it towards this project so we can award our tenders.
So it's an additional $1.2 million is required to satisfy the funding.
Absolutely, $1.2 million will come out of reserves to satisfy the funding, as we already have the $800,000 remaining that was approved prior. You're correct, Your Worship.
Okay, so the motion would be, recommendation is to transfer up to $1.2 million from the Capital Infrastructure Reserve to complete the development of Prosperity Industrial Park. Somebody like to make the motion? Councillor Barry?
I would like to make that motion, yes.
Thank you. Someone to second the motion? Nope. Thank you.
I think that it's necessary for us to move forward on this development. Over the past several years, we have been very successful in getting a lot of contracts done below bid. Economic times right now are just pushing us where there's a lot of jobs out there, and we're competing in a different market right now. I think that we need the industrial park. We have residential, we have commercial, and for the town to move forward, we need to have the industrial park up and running, and it will bring a lot of jobs to town. So I definitely support this.
Any further discussion? Councillor Warwick?
Yeah, I would reiterate very similar thoughts. I think that especially given the planning that has been done, we are in a position where we are not looking at a huge economic impact. There may be other sources of funding, but certainly the planning and long-term planning that was put forward makes this very viable. And also in our current market, the overage is well within what we would consider a reasonable amount, not an unexpected amount. And I think it's kudos to some good planning that has gone through, and I would certainly support it.
Councillor Rudick?
Nobody likes to hear that our anticipated expenditure is going to be changed, but I think, as you alluded to right off the start, Director Lefebvre, we've been very fortunate that we've had a number of projects significantly under budget the last few years based on the market, and now the market has changed. So even the consumer inflation index has increased almost 4% in the last couple of months, which is a good thing, which in some senses indicates that there is money moving. And if we can strike the balance between using our reserves and also the debenture, I think it strikes a good balance. We talked about that earlier, being able to budget into the future and have future residents and non-residents of the community be able to pay for some of this infrastructure is a wise way to be able to go. And the fact that we have significant federal and provincial budget included in this allows us to be able to leverage our local money a little bit further. And I believe that you'd said that it was 30 cents on the dollar is what we're actually going to be incurring. So I think we are gone this far that this is something that we need to continue, and I think that the signs that are out there saying that the lots are for sale, as well as the discussions that we're having, are going to lead to some good end. So I think we have to do that, and we'll just buckle down and see what we can have as a good result.
Anyone else? Councilor Lemko?
I agree with the rest of council. I think this administration and this council has worked diligently and hard in the last 4 years to get to this point where we're very close to being have a place where industry can come, as we want to be a leader in this area in the growth of industrial hemp as one of the options. And I don't think we need to sit back. We're so close to being that leader, and I would certainly support this.
Okay. We have the motion on the table and call to a vote. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Looking forward to seeing the big trucks in the ground.
So am I here.
Okay, so that is it for the special meeting. I will now adjourn at 3:41.